Whoa. How's it going, guys? Good morning, good morning. Here we go, into the unknown. Market madness starting right now. How's it going? How's it going? We really are heading into the unknown. The unknown. Haha. And we're bringing on the chaos this morning. How's it going, guys? Let's get good going. Yeah, there we go. Lights, cameras, action, go. All right. So yeah, this morning's gonna be crazy, guys. We got about 10 minutes till the market opens, and no one knows where we're headed. Although Bitcoin's been heading upward, bouncing right off of our target. Of course, we called this on Friday. I'm so tired of winning, guys. I'm so tired of winning. You're gonna hear that a lot.
Get tired of winning. Say, please, please.
At some point,
Can't take it anymore.
I'm so tired of winning. Damn it. Yeah, at some point, guys, it'll stop because we're gonna get explosive. Godzilla's gonna come in, and you can't predict what building Godzilla is gonna take next. I'm waiting for that. I'm gonna be excited to be wrong every single day. Every single day. Hey, guy, how's it going? Good morning, everyone. How's it going? Hey, guy. Hey, guy in the house. We got Bloomberg this morning talking about all sorts of crazy stuff that is going to be shaking our markets today. Let me get in there and see what they're saying right now.
Stocks.
Market open.
He believes that a weaker dollar will support U.S. corporate earnings, helping the American stock market outperform the rest of the world. Now, that differs from opinions from strategists at J.P. Morgan and SocGen, just to name a few. So
they have been all over the place this morning, guys. All over the place this morning. I just want to quickly recap some of the stuff I've heard since the market, started. The pre-market opened. We've got layoffs. Everyone's talking about layoffs. They're talking about as high as 500,000 layoffs in California. That's insane because the shipyards are highly affected by all this happening right now. So that is, of course, a big headline for today. And then we've also got, after the U.S. ban, Hawaii, the other chip manufacturer in China reveals an NVIDIA Challenger AI chip to China to get China back in the race. And, of course, off of the teat, that is NVIDIA. So that's another big headline that's going on today. We've also got Shein and Temu. So, guys, I'm sure you guys are fans of Temu, getting all those cheap prices of Chinese stuff. Not anymore. I think they're as high as like 1.5 times the amount of a particular item. They use, in this case, a surge protector, like a $17 surge protector, now costing like $27 or something. I don't know. Ridiculous. Crazy stuff coming, guys. Crazy stuff coming. And then Americans, this is one I covered a little bit. I just kind of teased it over the weekend. Americans are getting flashbacks to 2008 as tariff stroke recession fears. More chaos, guys. This week's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So, yeah. Lots of stuff, of course, scaring the market with the doom. But if you guys are holding crypto assets, specifically Bitcoin, I don't think you have to worry too much about that. Bitcoin's still sitting at market dominance. It's up about 64%. We got 5 minutes till the market opens, guys. Let's see what else they're talking about.
minimum volatility strategies.
So wait, you think the AI capex is going to continue or at least remain as strong as we expected? Because we've been seeing estimates of like $2 trillion over the next 5 years, right? So, and that was in the run-up of this market, not in the drawdown that we've seen. You still think we're going to see those numbers hold steady?
Yeah, I think we're going to learn a little bit this week. And obviously, just when we look at some of the Mag 7 names, we're expecting to see over $300 billion in capex.
Stupid.
Leave me alone, TradingView. Okay, but yeah, that's kind of what is going on this week. Again, everyone's just getting bored. Everyone's just getting impatient. Everyone's just dumping all their money into the market. Of course, buying up everything that's cheap here currently. All right, what else we got here? I did want to cover one other thing before the market opens. That was, Polymarket. Polymarket still looking at Federal decision rate in May, no change, even though it's still on their itinerary for big banks like Bank of America and JP Morgan. So it's still weird. The rest, everyone is still expecting a 90% no change to Powell, but of course the big banks are expecting it. Then we've got, U.S. recession in 2025 at 56% chance, guys. Oh, I just can't wait for it to get to 75% chance, because then we're looking at like a coin flip and a half. Oh, 2 coin flips? I don't know. 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3. My God. Oh, it's getting crazy, guys. All right, let's see what's going on in the market bell. Open bell in about 3.5 minutes. How you guys feeling? I'm just waiting for the doom to roll over. Oh, man. Let's take a look at some of our other coins while we're waiting as well. We were looking at, of course, ZBCN. ZBCN is doing damage. Oh my God, look at this, guys. We ended this last week, towards the end of last week. There it is, Friday. Right around 309. Now sitting at 2012. Crazy moves for ZBEC over the weekend. And I keep telling you guys, it doesn't matter. Some of these coins are going to move over the weekend. It's like Jasmine. Although Jasmine did have a big pullback in the market open, or the pre-market. But it ran up as high as 2 cents over the weekend. Look at this. Yeah, some Friday into Saturday. All right, then we got XCN as well. It's cooling off a little bit. Had a bit of run up as well. It looks like it's already starting to go back up there. It's trying to reclaim at least 2 cents. But it did fall a little bit. All right, same thing with Swiftcoin. So same kind of chart there. And Miria, and what else we want to show off on the show? Chill a little bit. How about Sui? How's Sui doing? Boom. Still, still running all the way up to the moon. It's still keeping that bullish momentum going. Of course, for the Pokemon rumor, right? The Pokemon rumor or narrative. All right, let's get back to Bitcoin. And let's see. The market open is now about 1.5 minutes away. Well, let's go hear the bell and then get started. All right. Before I do that, though, we got Danny, Super Danny in the house. How's it going? Yo, Danny. Feeling great. Woke up with Bitcoin jumping back to over 95,000, of course. Crazy times, man. Crazy times. We got more robots to go over, too, in the Dystopian Future segment. They're coming, guys. They're coming. They're placing everyone's job slowly. All right. We're gonna be close
strong in this
Yes.
facility? All Indian nationals?
Mostly Indian, yes. I would say 99%.
Talking about
of
Indian
talent that we've
pharmaceuticals,
trained.
we pretty much heard all about that on Friday as well. Just waiting, guys. Any minute we can see the market dump, tank. Just surprise us all. Michael Saylor, of course, buying more Bitcoin this week. We've got 21 Capital funding their Bitcoin stash this week. We've got there's so much bullish news in Bitcoin and crypto. It's gonna get crazy. All right, guys, we got a minute. Come on, 30 seconds, a minute, somewhere around that range. I'm ready. My body is ready this week. God, here we go.
Middle East and Africa. Vibrant resources and high-yield investment opportunities abound. Join me on Horizons Middle East and Africa.
I'm curious on gold real quick before that whole thing starts. Gold is trying to come back for the market open. But, man, it fell a lot.
Covers Jobs Day like Bloomberg.
Come on. I want doom. I want chaos.
From the start of trading, this is Bloomberg Open Interest. I'm Matt Miller, and it looks like last week's big gains have left some momentum in the S&P futures. Only 0.1%, and less than that on NASDAQ futures. But this week, we're going to get a ton of earnings. In fact, $20 trillion of market cap is going to report this week. So I think earnings, it's fair to say, will overshadow the economic data, at least until Friday when we get jobs. This is weird, right? This is not the New York Stock Exchange. In fact, it's somewhere in San Francisco. There's a cybersecurity conference, and they've decided to ring the bell for the NYSE there. I don't know that I would have made that choice. This is more interesting.
God. What the hell, guys? What the hell? All right.
Decades, they're up 5,600 So more than twice the NASDAQ and more than 3 times, Katie Greifeld, the S&P 500.
Pretty exciting for an insurance company. You mentioned earnings, and you're right. We just have a wallop of earnings this week. 4 of the Magnificent 7 stocks report this week. As you said, that is the busiest earnings week for the S&P 500 this quarter. You can see some of them in the pre-market, or rather just the open market right now. Not too much information to glean from what they're doing today, but it'll be fascinating to follow these stocks over the course of the next few days. Sonali.
I'm looking at Boeing over here, Katie. It's up 3% at the market open. They're climbing as Spirit Aerosystems makes a deal with Airbus that will lead to Boeing's acquisition of Spirit pending regulatory approval.
Yeah, that's a little bit difficult to wrap your head around, but we're going to get to Benny Camel in Berlin.
There's the big one in the room
for you. NVIDIA is falling, see, less than 1%, but it's a very heavy stock. This after a report that China's Huawei is getting ready to test a new AI processor it hopes can replace some products made by NVIDIA, which is already facing issues in China, export blocks as well as import problems. We are back with Gargi Chaudhuri, BlackRock's chief investment and portfolio strategist for the Americas. And Gargi, I'm looking at this week of earnings and waiting for the outlooks, if they don't cancel their outlooks. You know, I'm looking to see how many companies are going to be cutting costs, because that's the one thing they can control, right? It's like a corporate serenity prayer. So what do you expect in terms of companies facing uncertainty?
Yeah, so we've looked at all of the companies that have reported so far, and obviously the negative sentiment has picked up meaningfully, and we're looking at words like uncertainty and volatility and lack of words like optimism. You have seen that. What we haven't seen yet is any direct talk about...
It's actually the same sort of... I think this is the same exact interview they played right before the market opened. They're catching people up to speed. But anyway, yeah, like I mentioned this morning, Huawei, or whatever, how you pronounce that, Chinese company, is, of course, coming out and, you know, putting out the competitor to a lot of NVIDIA's products. That's going to destroy the tech sector here in America, just like we saw back in DeepSeek back in February. Was it February? Where it tanked the entire market. Something big like that could come. And that's why we're looking at total assets by market cap today. Bitcoin sitting at number 7, almost back to 1.9 trillion in market cap. Again, still ahead of silver in the market open. And yeah, we're going right for Google and Amazon yet again. It'd be amazing if we get back to number 5 today. I don't know if we're going to see that, though. I think our earnings for Amazon is actually this week as well, so it may not happen. Some of the biggest companies in the world are happening this week. All right. I really paused them. God. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on, guys. Of course, anything else breaking? China's still not talking with America. America's still not talking with China. Those are the big topics for the day. Those are the big topics that we're going to talk about all week. Of course, that's what is affecting all the markets. I still think it's going to be a good week for Bitcoin no matter what, just because of all of the buying. We're not stopping on Bitcoin buying. Bitcoin dominance, of course, like I showed you, still getting closer to 64.5, 65%. We haven't shooken that off yet, so altcoin season's still a little delayed. Yeah, it sucks, guys. It sucks. So hold on to your butts. Hold on to your butts. Danny says, got the morning appointment canceled and finished up some chores early. There we go, Danny. There we go. I've got a whole bunch of chores to do after the live stream, too. I'm getting closer and closer to finishing my move, my new apartment, or at least figuring out if I'm gonna get the house sold. That's the big thing. And then yeah, we got good morning, everyone. Milk Money in the house checking in. Can I get some chaos with my coffee? Not quite yet. We're waiting on a little bit. There's a little bit of a pullback on Bitcoin right now, I guess. 94.8. After it's just finally calmed down a little bit. Guys, of course, we you know, I kind of showed you guys this. This was kind of the market reaction we always typically get in the market open for America. From Japan starting out, of course, the run up into the sell-off. If we can usually get Bitcoin to run up over the night, then it, of course, sells off in the evening hours in the foreign markets. Right before the market opens, of course, for us, then we start to dump, get back to around the support level, and then pump it back up. So today I'm looking at maybe we'll see something like this, you know, something like that. It really depends on some of the news coming out. Would that be right around 12? That's Tuesday. Let's look at a little shorter time. Let's go to 5 minute. So something like this. See if we can hold there. If we can't hold there, we'll fall down here. 93. I don't know if we're going to go back to 93. And then I'm still into Tuesday. Oh my God. I don't expect it's going to take that long. Yeah, something like that. That would be kind of like our recovery into the day. That takes us into 6 o'clock in the morning. Whatever. It's not entirely, yeah, you know, lining up to where I want it to line up, but it's kind of the idea, guys. Kind of the idea. Yeah, I mean that still takes us into like tomorrow morning with Japan, and they're open and they're closed. I can do something better tonight. That's just where I'm gonna put kind of like the idea today. We gotta have something to watch. Of course, you guys have, I don't know if you noticed, I've been putting out those Chaos Magic live streams. Those are gonna be kind of running on the rig behind me from now on throughout the day, just to try to farm some of the YouTube algorithm BS, because we're growing, man. We're growing. We're growing. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of the general idea. I don't even know what color to put this on. Like white, probably. Yeah, let's just do that. That's kind of what we're looking at today. Hopefully. Hopefully. A reversal after the market opens. Okay, let's get back into the news and see what else we can dig up today. See what else Bloomberg is covering on the market open.
Bloomberg has a fantastic terminal function, maps vessels go. You can see that all of the dry goods container ships are holding on the Chinese coast and not coming here. It seems pretty dire to me, right? Empty shelves.
I mean, look, I do think that we haven't yet begun to see the impact of some of the ideas that you're talking about in the market. We really haven't. We've seen the soft data be pretty weak, but the hard data, even if you looked at the durable goods number last week, has been pretty resilient. As we get into the meat of Q2 and as we begin to see some of the impacts of consumers feeling the stresses of higher inflation and higher prices, as we begin to see that in the actual hard data and in people's experiences in shopping and buying things, I think that's going to have an effect on equity markets. I do not think that has happened yet, and which is why I think investors should get ready, start preparing a more defensive portfolio, and look at areas of opportunities within fixed income and gold and other liquid alternatives to build that more resilient portfolio at a time when we do think growth will slow down from the very robust levels we saw last year.
I think that soft data, hard data dynamic is really interesting. I think it'll be really put to the test this week, and it is one that the Treasury Secretary in particular has been warning against. Don't worry about that.
All right. So yeah, they're basically just warning of course, layoffs and store shelves and emptying out the entire economy. I still don't understand how they judge the consumer. They're totally off of it. They're totally out of it when it comes to judging consumer market demands and that sort of thing. Because I don't know about you guys, but all my normie friends are not going out there panic buying stuff just quite yet. They don't even know what's coming. From what little they're watching the news, yeah, I don't think anything like that's going to happen. Right out the gate. Maybe like a few weeks or a week later after some big announcement from the White House. Speaking of which, we're supposed to get a big announcement from the White House this morning. I wonder if we got that today. Let's see. White House briefing. 44 minutes ago, Weiss, Borders are Tom Hammond. No, what was it? This one, yeah. Caroline. I guess that was part of the border thing. Let's see what this was real quick.
Illegal aliens off our streets.
Yeah.
As always, President.
How about border protections? What else we got?
To speak about what he was speaking about is ensuring that we have a clean, legal immigration system that is being respected. And
all right, it was all about immigration this morning. I did hear. I don't know if you guys saw those headlines. They caught some nightclub and then they deported like 100 people or something out of a nightclub. That was kind of trending this weekend too. All right, guys. So anyway, let's get back to the chat. See how you guys are feeling. We got Jim Daringer in the house and Crypto JPEG. How you guys doing this morning? Of course, Jim bringing on the alpha. How's it going, Jim? Putting you on the spot, my guy. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting for the market to do something. I'm poking it with a stick this morning. It does not seem like Bitcoin wants to dump totally just yet. Sitting at 94.7, just a hair above, below 95K in the market open. I'm still waiting for it to at least start to appear to roll over Google. Google is coming up a little bit, but yeah, it's looking like we're still hanging out at number 7 in total market cap. All right, so let's see what's going on in the chat. Jim Derringer says America loves to jump on Monday. It does, man. We're assholes. That's what I say every single night. We are assholes. We dump the market every single time we get a little bit of a run up on the foreign markets. Yeah, of course we're just stealing from them, man. We've been stealing from them for years, whether it's trade, goods and services, or of course just price action. Then we get A guy says still in bed and trying to get life started. I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling. That's why I've got my coffee. But I need more chaos to run the freaking show. Man, we're just like trickling chaos. I want like a huge emergency, like Bitcoin down to like 60K. I don't care. Or everyone running to Bitcoin for safety, 120K. I need something. I need some sort of chaos. Scott Besson says we'll be on the White House briefing tomorrow morning. That's good. That's good. The news that he'll at least have something pertaining to our space or our market in some way. Monday dump day says milk money. Yeah, you're dumping the money milk. Okay, MM. All right, guys. Okay. Let's see what else we're looking at today. Fox Business, anything breaking, anything new? IBM to invest 150 billion. That's billion, right? That's too many zeros. Yeah, billion. In the United States over the next 5 years. Again, big tech needs to survive. A lot of them are going to India now, like Apple, and then yeah, it looks like IBM wants to do something here in the States. Former Trump advisor issues dire warning over the catastrophic threat to the markets. Let's freaking go. This might have been the, was it, I think we covered this interview last week with, what the hell was his name? Christopher, who the hell is that? No, this is a different guy. Let's see who this is here.
Donald Trump describes as some short-term pain to get better trade deals with other countries. And if he's able to pull this off, and I think he will, I think you're going to see a big spring back in the market, a real boom and bullish market over the next couple of years. These trade disputes could go on for another few months. So it's going to be a rocky road, but I think at the end of the day, it'll pay off. My name is Stephen Moore. I'm an economist at the Heritage Foundation. I've served off and on for the last 8 years as a senior economic advisor to President Trump. Donald Trump is probably the most pro-business and pro-America president we've had in modern times. So we're going to see this stock market roar back to life sometime in the next few months. If I knew exactly when that would be, I'd be a very rich man. But I'm saying this is a president who is going to get the policies right. He got them right in his first term. We saw a booming market. And one other, just such an obvious point, but people tend to panic when the stock market falls like it has in the last couple of months. Then they make the biggest mistake that you can make, which is they sell their stocks at a low price. You don't want to do that. In fact, if anything, you want to, I'm going to slip you the answer here on good investing. Are you ready for this? Buy low and sell high. And so people sometimes get panicked and they do exactly the wrong thing. So
okay.
I think right now, and I'm not.
I think that's pretty simple. Pretty simple minded expression. But of course it is. I mean, the original expression is very cliche, right? But it's so true. I mean, you buy low, you sell high. Oh, God. Anyway, so that is, I guess, his previous advisor from his previous, term. I thought that was going to be, what was his name? I forget his name. Was it Christopher from... you think he's still on the Treasury right now, the Fed. Anyway, let's see what else we got on the news today. Oh yeah, the Neuralink stuff. Yeah, the Neuralink stuff. I got that in the real news segment tonight too, coming up. But yeah,
my name is Bliss, and I'm an engineer.
They actually teased. They actually showed people that it actually requires robotic assistance in order to implant these Neuralink chips into your brain, because it does 100% does require super accurate incisions. So yeah, I don't think there's too much really to cover there. I don't feel like I want some more Doom, man. Where's the Doom? What else is going on in the chat here? Scott Besson's gonna be on the morning tomorrow. Yes, Monday dump day. And then what up, Otaku? Moto J in the house. How's it going, Moto J? Strawberry Dragon says, good morning, Otaku. Good morning. Is it a good morning? Oh my God. I want blood. I want chaos. That's what I want. I'm waiting on it, man. I'm waiting for it. What do we got here?
Function map go, and if you type map vessels go, you can see a whole bunch of ships around the globe.
Holy
you can eliminate passenger ships and look at those just carrying dry goods, and you'll notice that they are all stationed right off the coast of China. They're no longer setting sail for the U.S., which is what we heard from Flexport over the weekend. 65% of shipments are down. That 25% of the sailings over the past 2 weeks have been canceled, and this, Shanali, is a real problem for the U.S. economy, or will turn into one in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, you really can see the satellite imaging showing you the clusters in China relative to the U.S. Amazing map. We'll keep an eye on it throughout the course of these tariff tensions. Now, fast fashion giant Shein is raising prices ahead of imminent tariffs on
this is what I was talking about earlier.
Items from cleaning towels to wax strips are all seeing hikes as high as 1,000%. Some even as high as 377%. For more on how this will impact consumers, we are joined by Poonam Goyal of Bloomberg Intelligence. We've heard similar stories from Shein, to some degree from Temu as well. But what about U.S. companies? When does this phenomenon hit Amazon in particular?
So it's already hit Amazon. We just don't see it. They're absorbing the price increases. We've heard from Amazon that they are going to keep prices low for as long as they can before pushing them off to consumers. That said, third-party sellers are raising prices because the 145% increase that they're facing.
Here, I'll help you. Oh my God. I'm not sure why.
Costs from China are impacting their bottom line. A big price increase will come this summer if we don't find relief to these current tariff levies that are placed.
And when you think about the ripple effect, like you said, I mean, you're already seeing it with Amazon. To see these moves from Temu and Shein, Matt, I think you called them the dollar stores of the internet in our morning meeting. But does this give an Amazon, for example, more room to pull that lever? Does it make it a little bit more palatable for them?
It does, yes, because now the competition is almost level setting the playing field, right? But that said, you also have to keep in mind that Amazon isn't just up against the Temus and the Sheins of the world, but also up against the Walmarts of the world. And Walmart had said that it will also push the pedal on price when it comes to keeping it low for its shoppers. So there's a lot to think about here. That said, when you think about Amazon, they have the deep pockets, right, that small retailers don't have, to go ahead and absorb some of that pain more easily. And I think they'll
more mom and pop stores are going, guys. They're going. It's unfortunate, but you know what? If you have a small business, I feel for you guys. You're gonna feel the waves. You're gonna feel the waves. Oh shoot. But yeah, actually, I spilled into some of my normie friends' conversations this weekend. I did talk to a friend over the weekend. He said that he's already starting to see some of the Temu mystery bags pop up. Obviously, they're trying to get rid of their old stock that no one's buying, and of course, I mean, they're not really getting anything new in either. So mystery bags are going to be the way of Temu for a while. All right, let's see what else we got going on. So we got third Neuralink brain implant able to communicate despite nonverbal ALS. Yeah, I think we already looked at that a little bit, but I don't want to spend too much time on that. I wanted to talk more about the Doom. Where's the Doom? Tech expert revives Elon Musk's haunting warning and says the danger is here. Ooh, this is what I'm talking about. Here we go.
A new humanoid robot out of China is causing a stir. Combining advanced AI with human-like movement and exceptional vision, the robot is now being used to build cars. But is this just another AI threat to your job? Kurt
Well, there we go, guys. That segues right into where I love to, I like to remind you guys every single day. Guys, we're living in the dystopian future. If you're a driver, a telemarketer, a lawyer, a data entry clerk, an accountant, a factory worker, robots are coming. They're coming, guys. They're coming. All right, I'll end it right there. Just a quick one. Just a quick one tonight. Just a quick one. It's the morning, and we're still trying to drink our coffee and wake up. I get it. Okay. All right. Let's get back to it.
This cyber guy joins us now. This is really kind of scary looking.
This is what Elon Musk told us we should be worried about coming out of China. In Shanghai, there's an auto show last week, and they showed this off again. This is a super amazing, smart humanoid robot that they would like us to eventually put in our houses. Have them around the office. So you wonder, is this a job killer or is this innovation that's going to help us? This one is certainly a job killer. And then you wonder, if this has so much AI in it and these really amazing brains, I mean, it could the processing power inside of this thing, and by the way, it can't see 360 degrees. It sees 720 degrees. What does that mean? It can see
We're so obsolete.
It can see depth. So when these things start to make decisions, we got problems. And that's where they're headed.
And I don't want one in my house.
Not yet.
Okay.
Come on.
An explosion in online scams, something you've been warning us about for a long time.
Well, ringing the bell this morning, a big scam's happening right now where online and social media, people are pretending they're victims of these giant scams that are going on. And then they have this concerted effort with somebody else that they'll say, oh, I'm talking with the FBI, and they're online also. Let me introduce you to the agent from the FBI. And so you, the victim, are like, oh, thanks for the help. Yeah,
how do you roll a robot story into the FBI scam? What the hell? Anyway, so of course I wanted to share some of that fun stuff with you guys this morning of more robots taking our jobs. I have some of that, actually, the same footage lined up for tonight too in the real world segment on X and Twitter. Reminder, guys, if you're not following me on X and Twitter, if you do like this show, right? If you like, please like, subscribe, do all the things down below, right? I got a new subscriber goal count. Yeah, over there. That I put up. Of course, we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. But if you guys like the same content on a different platform, I am on X as well. So just a daily reminder. I'm trying to show the show, trying to grow. Okay. What else we got? Let's get back in the chat real quick, see what you guys are talking about this morning. Kush, how's it going, Kush? Otaku, can you, every time I say that, Otaku, can you check Thai? Yes, we can. Yes, we can, my guy. And tell the potential move from now. Thai, I think that's Tars AI, right? Thai. Let's see, AI agent play on Solana, I believe, right? There's too many coins. All right, let's get back into Thai real quick. Last time I looked at this, it was breaking out. There it is on MEXC right there, USDT, that'll work. Can't do it for free.
What are you, stupid?
I gotta delete something. Yeah, I get it. I got it. I guess we can get rid of, we gotta keep Synapse up. Synapse has been pumping, man. Sin, that's of course Sin. There, Wi-Fi, we can get rid of that for right now. Okay. Oh, look at that. I already have Thai up. I already have Thai on the chart up. All right. So we're looking at this against USDT. So wow, this looks like it's coming back down to support. It's creating support right here at 10 cents. There's too many zeros in some of these coins. So this one's easy. 10 cents on AI. That's of course Tars AI. Coming up, of course, exploding out of this. Oh, when was this? This is a 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart. Clear this up. That was Friday last week. No, this was Friday last week, somewhere around here. There it is, right there. So we had a run up of 163%. Still doing damage a little bit into the weekend, kind of pulling down into Sunday, finding support level. This kind of reminds me of XCN's breakout. February? No. January? January, yeah. Dude, this is getting exciting, guys. I'm having flashbacks to January. Of course, January was our last local highs for most of our favorite coins. Yeah, this reminds me of that breakout. Let me actually go back and show you guys what I'm talking about. On XCN back in January, look at that. Boom, right there. Right there. So that's what I'm referring to right there. So hopefully we get some more support and the whole entire market doesn't roll over like it did back in February, March. Yeah, February, March. So boom, February, March, we started rolling down, of course, with the rest of the market. XCN actually held up really well during that entire time period. Of course, Bitcoin going down as low as 74,000. So, yeah, I'm pretty bullish on that. I mean, I'm not invested in TAI because I'm not totally. I got some AI plays, but I'm not totally convinced on the AI narrative just quite yet. Just because we had the DeepSeek scare, we had the technology kind of wars right now going on with China, with again DeepSeek and Huawei and Nvidia and all that stuff. So I'm still giving the AI narrative just a little bit of a breather before I probably swing trade into it in the middle of the cycle. That's kind of my idea, though. Again, not financial advice. This, of course, it could be a huge potential opportunity for you. You may not want to miss. So it went basically 100% up. Still holding these gains from last week. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. And yeah, so I think that Tarzan is going to do okay. Like I said, it's finding support right now. It looks like it's creating a new higher low. If it can maintain that range, going that way, I've got my my arrows going backwards. It's funny. Yeah, then of course we're looking at. Oh my God, what a mess. There we go. Yeah, we're looking at holding on. Short term though, this is 15 minute. This is the 15 minute. This started about 5 a.m. I mean, if it could break out of there, that's fine. If not, we're gonna ping pong around here until sometime tonight. Market close in America, somewhere like this. Baseline target. It's not 6 p.m. something like that. The foreign markets start to open around 8 or 9. So somewhere maybe we can retest a breakout there. As long as we get a good positive day, you might see a breakout and a retest. It's probably yeah, it's coming back down. Maybe do a double top here in the next few hours, right around intraday trading at 12 or 1 p.m. Okay, so that's kind of what I look at for AI, TAI in the short term. This move right here would, again, with the rest of the markets, come back up and retest, 12 cents. Do we have enough legs? I don't know. It really depends on the vast majority of the market. Bitcoin coming back down to retest 94,000. Again, us American assholes selling off the market open. And this is kind of typical to Michael Saylor's purchasing days. As he came out and announced he was purchasing more Bitcoin. And every time Michael Saylor buys, the whole market dumps. I think I've only seen like maybe 1 or 2 examples where it didn't. So that's kind of typical too. But then we also have the entire market and the world. Let's see what's going on with the stock market right now. SPY. Oh, it's climbing. It looks like it wants to. It's starting to pull back a little bit. It's on the 15 minute. Let's look at the hour. Yeah, it doesn't look very bullish. It's not coming back up to retest 5,600. So that could turn over and yeah. Why do I keep getting these arrows by default? There we go. Yeah, so man, we got a long way to go here. This is not going to break out until Friday if it follows this trend line. That sucks for the SPY. It is earnings week, so anything can happen. But I still think it's going to be kind of for the stock market in these conditions with China pulling back all of its shipping, all of its products. DXY looking like it's falling. Yes, let's go. DXY is coming down a little bit. Coming down to hopefully retest 99.2, break through that, and return back to 98 from last week. I miss these levels, guys. I miss them. I miss them so much.
I'd buy that for $1.
I definitely would not buy any U.S. Treasury bonds, but I would buy maybe some Bitcoin to celebrate. Bitcoin just kind of not really taking in the little bit of a pullback we're getting on the dollar right now. Instead, it's having a little bit of a reversal. Like I showed you guys earlier, this is kind of my general idea. We're going to have a bit of a sell-off and then a roll back up later throughout the day, as long as everyone else wants to play. This would be right around 3 p.m., yeah, where the, again, 3 p.m. is where the, I can mark that right about there. Yeah, right about there. And I'll put an arrow there. Where 3 p.m. is always when the, my brain... I need more coffee. Where the ETFs, yes, this ETFs settle for the day. Of course, market close. So I'll be watching that area, of course, with a little bit of a spike upward as we get more and more inflows every single day here within the last few weeks. Bitcoin returning to 94K, and let's get back in the chat and Bloomberg. See what else the talking heads are talking about. Keeping track of those guys over there. Okay, let's see what we got. Strawberry Dragons, Morning Otaku. Yes, I think I already read that one. But morning again, Strawberry. Tola Otaku, how's it going? Salute, my guy, salute. I'm drinking coffee and a strawberry cobbler. Wow, incredible. You got strawberry and coffee in the same sentence. That's insane. What's up, Chaos Club? How's it going, Milk Money? Thanks, Otaku. Of course, bleh. Of course, Kush. Of course, my guy. Okay, so let's see what else they're talking about over there. They got 3 minutes and they're talking about Bloomberg Intelligence. That doesn't help me at all. Headlines from CBS News. Top headlines. Okay. We're just gonna wait a few minutes and yeah, we'll pop back over there. What else we got? Anything else breaking from CNBC? Agriculture isn't nearing trade war tariff crisis. It is full-blown crisis already, say the farmers. Yeah, I mean, oh my God, guys. Avocados are $1 this year. I love avocados. It's so damn expensive. It used to be 50 cents back before COVID. Agriculture isn't nearing trade war in near, I think it was even 45, as low as 45 cents in my area. It is full-blown crisis already, says farmers. The global backlash of Trump tariffs is punishing U.S. agriculture, especially declining U.S. and Chinese buying of U.S. farm products. We got the clock is ticking. Guys, that's my thumbnail. Let's go. The clock is ticking. Trade deals that the U.S. will need to strike with many nations, notably China, to avoid Trump's Treasury Secretary has described as unsustainable tariff wars. But in the U.S. farming sector, the damage has already been done, and the economic crisis has already begun. The U.S. agricultural experts say, or exporters say, that the global backlash to President Trump's tariff is punishing them, especially the decline of U.S. Chinese buyers of U.S. farm products, leading to canceled exports and layoffs. Peter Friedman, executive director of the Agricultural Transportation Coalition, a leading export trade group of farmers, tells CNBC number of canceled purchases of the U.S. agriculture should not be described as approaching a crisis. It is a full-blown crisis already. Data released by the U.S. Department of Agriculture on Thursday revealed China is its biggest cancellation of pork orders since 2020, halting a shipment of 12,000 tons of pork. AGTC says massive financial losses are already being shared by its members as a result of the trade war based on reports it's receiving from members of companies. Wood, pulp, and paper board exporter reported to the trade group that the immediate cancellation of hold of 6,400 metric tons in the warehouse and a hold of 15 rail cars sitting in what is known as the supply chain as demurrage when fees are charged for delayed movement of goods. They're basically stalemate. They're just sitting there. Meanwhile, the exporter said that 9,000 metric tons of water to China expected to arrive on May 13th and facing the threat of costly diversion of Chinese bonded warehouses to other countries of Chinese buyers may refuse the cargo and abandon it at port. Yeah, this is what we're seeing already. That they showed us the radar on the ships out in the sea. Is crazy how many are just sitting out there doing nothing or sitting at the ports in China. One grass seed exporter told AGTC it received 2 weeks notice at 8 loads are being canceled by Chinese customers despite vessels booking already in place. Guys, they plan these orders out like years in advance. Some of them, of course, you can't just have them hike overnight. They're going to cancel everything. At the recent stakeholder meeting of Port Oakland headquarters regarding tariff impacts, Port of Oakland Executive Director Christy McKinney warned that the tariff-induced downturn in the port's cargo volume, whether from import slowdowns or Jesus. Retaliatory export losses ultimately could jeopardize job stability and region's economic health. McKinney cited retaliatory tariffs on U.S. agricultural products as well as manufactured goods as essential exports move through Oakland. Exports include almonds, beef, pork, dairy, recycled materials, much of which is destined for Asia. China ranks as the port's top import trading partner and third export partner, representing 29% of Oakland's total trade volume. Nuts. And of course we got containerized agricultural exports from the U.S. by port. And this little bit of this chart down here. New York, wow, 1,318 containers of exports. I'm assuming this is I don't know how to read this one, guys. I don't know how big this refers to, because we're looking at 119,000 in Baltimore, but only 1,300. Is that 1,300,000? K? I don't know. I don't understand it. Is that kilos? Is this by tons? I don't understand. I don't understand what I'm looking at. Just wanted to make that very clear. Unlike many U.S. ports that lean heavily on imports, Oakland is unique in maintaining a nearly 50-50 balance of imports and exports. That leaves Oakland concerned that tariff retaliations would directly impact the top export destinations, Japan, Taiwan, China, South Korea, and could significantly erode California's market share for perishable and high-value commodities. All right, I think we read enough of this. This is a freaking novel. Waterborne containerized agricultural exports from the U.S. These ones I kind of understand. Look at metric tons. There we go, metric tons. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right. So that is what we're looking at with the trade war. Oh my God, it just keeps going. Top 15 containerized agricultural export categories from the U.S. Animal feed, hay, brewer, grain. Yeah. So animal feed, man, is like number one. That's insane. Banana, plantains, braid, canvas, cloth, fabric, textile. Man, that's a lot. Soybean. Oh man, soybeans. Meat, vegetables, fruit. And all the stuff that's kind of trickling down below. Okay, look at that. Milk is actually very, very low on the list. And people get so worried about the milk wars we're having with Canada. Man, that's nuts. That's nuts. So yeah, that's what we're going to be looking at today. It kind of reminds me of the strikes we just dealt with. Was it the end of last year? I think it was October of last year, somewhere right before the campaign finished for Trump. All right, let's get back to Bloomberg, see what they're talking about right now. Nothing?
Purchased its pre-tariff inventory. And finally, IBM says it plans to invest $150 billion in America over the next 5 years.
We already covered all that stuff already. Okay, so what's up, Chaos Club Otaku? Yes, A guy says, just tell me, do I need to start hoarding paper towels? No! And toilet paper? No! It's funny, they actually, I think it was Fox Business came out with that, or no, CNBC. That was a piece on CNBC during the weekend. God. No, you don't need to be hoarding toilet paper just yet. It's not COVID, but it is, of course, facing COVID-like conditions. That's kind of where the trade is right now. What is going on? Why is this paused? All right, let's see what's going on. What are they talking about now?
Year over year, but ever so slightly lower than estimates, which is 1.12 billion. Profit was higher year over year, though. And ahead, Domino says it sees a 2025 operating profit growth of about 8%. And
they're going to lay people off, too. Everyone's going to lay people off. The robots are coming. The robots are coming. All right. I wanted to see if there was anything else we could talk about. It is getting closer and closer to 10:30. I got to head out here soon, guys. But I want to see if we can dig up some news in our space before we go. Bitcoin right now is sitting at 94.4. Look at this. We're climbing back up. We're getting closer to the halfway point to 95K. Yeah, again, I would not be surprised this plays out. I want something cleaner, though. I want something cleaner. I think it's going to be something like, again, 12 p.m. intraday trading and then a run-up. Yeah, something like that. These time frames are just crazy. Just so you guys get an idea of what I'm looking at. That's the 1 hour, too. Oh, God, this is going to be a mess in the 15. Whatever. I'll just put it there to make it look pretty. Of course, we can probably take this off now, too. Of course, all the ETF sales, we can leave that one there. But Elmo does still love pain. So I'm gonna leave that there. I don't think we're gonna see a big bounce today unless some big macro news comes out and shakes the market. But of course, I'm gonna clean all this up tonight when we do our new market live prediction, as we normally do. All right, so I think that's enough. And yeah, we did hit this. We did hit that launch pad just like I predicted. It was insane. God, I'm so tired of winning, guys. I'm so tired of winning. All right. Anyway, so yeah, getting back into the news real quick. We're gonna catch up on some crypto news, see if anything breaking in the morning. I doubt it. It's usually kind of slowing off in the morning. Breaking: SEC approves April 30th launch for XRP ETF by ProShares Trust. Well, they're finally getting an ETF in America. That's, I guess, positive. They're going to be back in the news. People are going to be pumping your XRP bags here shortly. Still not up to $3. Wow. Sitting at almost $2.30, so $2.30 for XRP. If this is live, I'm assuming it is. So the SEC has given the green light for ProShares Trust to proceed with its XRP ETF offering, officially setting in April 30th. Damn, that's like 2 days away, guys. That's crazy. This could greenlight the the altcoin season. April 30th, 2025, as effective date, according to the newly filed Form N1A. The launch will cover multiple XRP-focused ETFs. The registration update specifies that the amendment designates a new effective date for previous filed amendment regarding the ProShares Ultra Short XRP ETF. So I think this is the one. Is this the one we covered like a few months ago about how it's going to be kind of like a leverage play on XRP? I think it was. The trust principal executive offices are located in Bethesda, Maryland, with ProShares Advisors LLC serving as the investment advisor. Richard Morris of ProShare Advisors. I gotta shorten this up, guys. I can't spend all day reading this damn thing. The filing confirms that no immediate effectiveness upon filing was selected. April 30th, 2025 was chosen for the effective date. All right, it's kind of reiterating things. I wish things were just so. I just throw every article into Grok now. This is how life is now. Okay. Anyway, the ProShares XRP ETFs are expected to offer leverage. Yeah, that's what I thought. Leverage and inverse exposure to price movements of XRP. Broadening the options available for investors seeking access to the popular alternative cryptocurrency through regulated financial products. All right, it's exactly what I imagined it was. It is a leveraged ETF offering and inverse exposure, which is kind of weird. You're going to be betting against it. There's going to be a couple different options in their ETF categories. That looks like that's what they're rolling out right away for the ProShares ETFs. All right, so that was kind of breaking. That's kind of cool. Anything else breaking? Bitcoin rally. Was Bitcoin price rally to $95,000 based on false hopes? Investors doubtful of Trump, Xi tariff deal. I mean, I'm doubtful too, but I still don't think it's not going to affect Bitcoin in a positive way. I think it's going to destroy the markets. Bitcoin will go down with it, and then Bitcoin might be one of the first things to go back up with gold. Right, so that's my my play on that. But it's gonna suck for our crypto assets, guys. Our altcoins are gonna get wrecked if that happens. I really hope it doesn't for everyone. But if you guys are holding Bitcoin, you're at least safe to a little bit of that chaos, and I welcome it. I really do. We need a big pullback, guys. I want to see a big dump so we get an even bigger pump. Like these little pumps we've been getting here, the pumps for ants, there's nothing. They're nothing. SUI price size $4 faces risks of an upcoming event. Yeah. Okay, so nothing else from crypto.com news, or cryptonews.net, whatever. Let's see if Bitcoin Magazine's got anything. It's been a while since we checked their introduction to Satoshi papers. Yeah. Citizenship by investment. We read some of the Satoshi papers last week. I think it was on Monday or Tuesday. What else we got? Come on. Crypto Daybook America's Bitcoin price returns to positive of the year. Yeah, nothing article. Nothing headlining. Nothing breaking. Prediction markets traders big bet on liberal win as Canadians head to the polls. Yeah, that's happening this week. I think they're going to have a new prime minister by the end of the week. Right? End of the week, eh? Oh, my Canadian friends out there. Are they really going to get a liberal win, though? I don't know. So a lot of my friends say over there in Canada that they're still more pro-conservative, but I mean, all the polls show, all the betting shows, right, on Polymarket that they're going to get what's his name? Yeah, a liberal majority, 59%. What minority? Yeah, liberal majority of 59%, and of course the winner of the race. Where is it? Where is Pierre and Mark? Is it not trending in the top polls anymore? Oh, there it is. Prime Minister elected. Mark Carney is still leading at almost 80%. Again, we want Pierre Poilievre to win because he's pro-Bitcoin and pro-crypto assets. Mark Carney is super liberal and does not want to play the same sort of book that Trump has done in America, except with the tariff stuff. Right? I don't know where he 100% lands on that stuff. Anyway, what else we got? Fear and greed for the stock market, still sitting in fear, question mark? Yeah, still sitting in fear. Getting closer to neutral for no reason, in my opinion, as there is no good positive news right now. It's all just earnings this week. Again, it's all just speculation and boredom. Just exhaustion in the market. For crypto, we've got right now sitting in neutral at 54 for crypto. That's sad to see, although I still don't feel that way. But you know what? It doesn't always feel like me. The Dixie still heading down, 99.45. Still holding these lower levels. Hopefully we'll see it break down even further today. I'd love to see it break 99 again, and of course head back down towards 98. Oh, crypto bubbles after the market open. This is the top 300, 400 assets. Top 100 right now. Pengu's blowing up. Look at this, guys. Freaking Pudgy Penguins up 17%, almost 18%. Virtual's AI protocol moving up as well. TAO. What is that project? BitTensor, that's right. Damn, BitTensor's still moving, man. Tau. We got Nexo up 10%. That just moved into our space not too long ago, I think. In top 100. Bonk is up 8.5%. Bonk is getting an ETF still this year. I don't understand it, right? I don't understand these meme coins, but they're still running. They're still doing it. XMR, wow, XMR Monero? What? Why is that up today? I haven't seen this coin move in a while in a big way. So Monero, that's man, I miss Monero. I miss talking about Monero. I wish having a bag of Monero, but it is what it is. Let's see, what else we got here? Core up 10%. That's kind of all the big things moving right now. Sui's up 2% now on the day as well. Keep booming, man. Keep booming. Getting closer to $4. Top 200 assets. Anything big moving there? Is that Casper? Yeah, Casper. Casper's up, 72% on the day. Damn. So yeah, that's the big mover in the top 200. And the top 300 coins, I didn't see anything earlier. That was huge. No, nothing crazy there. 400. Zbeck still up 10%. Of course, giving a shout out to that one. It's one of our favorite projects here on the show. Supra, I know you guys like Supra out there. Moved up another 10% on the day. Pulling back a little bit, but yeah, still a lot of upside for Supra, for sure. All right, let's get back in the chat real quick, and then maybe check up on Bloomberg one more time. That might be all we got for today in the morning live. Just tell me, do I need to start hodling? Yeah, I already covered that one. Hey, guy. Juan, how's it going, Juan? Buenos dias, my friends. Happy Monday. Good morning. Ramona, good morning to all in the chat. Yes, Ramona. Good morning, Ramona. Thank you. All right, let's go back and check and see if Bloomberg's covering anything else. Is that it for it today? All the fun stuff has already kind of been talked about. Let's see. They're not. Yeah, they're still on recess. They are on commercial. That's what they used to call those things. When was the last time you guys watched the commercial? Well, I can tell you, and I can show this for free. If you guys are using Brave browser, you don't have to watch no damn commercials. I've been using Brave browser now, safely and not being drowned by ads every single day. Look at this, 559,000 ads blocked on my browser alone. 8 hours of time saved by not watching stupid ads. Since last time I restarted my computer, I guess. Yeah, so about a year or two ago. Ridiculous, guys, ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, Brave, guys. Use some Brave browser. It's free. It's free, and you don't have to ever watch any ads on YouTube ever again. Okay, just telling you guys that because I'm gonna get monetized at some point. I'm gonna have ads. Just warning you. I'm gonna have ads, and I'm gonna tell every single one of you guys to pick up that Brave browser. Probably will affect my ad revenue, but I don't care. I don't care. All right, let's see what else are they doing anything else? No, they're still not back yet. Let's check and see if there's anything else breaking. We haven't checked daily Cointelegraph. Yeah, we can check Coin. Look at this, Monero. We just talked about Monero. Monero likely pumped 50% due to a suspected 330 million Bitcoin theft. What? Zach XBT. If you guys are not familiar with Monero, I love Monero, but I love it because it's the most anonymous platform you can participate in our space in crypto, and of course not liked by a lot of U.S. and world governments. As suspected, 330 million Bitcoin theft flagged by Zach XBT saw funds laundered through Monero, triggering an XMR price surge. XMR Monero. On-chain sleuth Zach XBT has flagged suspicious transfer involving 3,520 Bitcoin. These maybe over-the-counter Bitcoin? Being it's valued at 330 million. That may indicate a major theft. The transaction reported on April 28th saw funds move to the potential victim's wallet. The address, that one there specified. Of course, the beginning and ending of that address. Following the transfer, the stolen stash was quickly laundered through over 6 instant exchanges and swapped into privacy-focused cryptocurrency Monero. The large-scale conversion led to a 50% spike in XMR's price, which took the token reaching and entered a high of $339, according to the data from CoinMarketCap. Yes, this is, of course, the post on X from the influencer there, Zach XBT. 9 hours ago, a suspicious transfer was made to potential victim for 3,520 Bitcoin. Yikes. All right, so vast majority of hackers use mainstream cryptos, and a recent I'd imagine they have to use like Ton, right? Or Tron or Leo or some of those other fringe assets on the outskirts of our top 10. That'd be my guess, other than, of course, Monero being the most anonymous. While there are concerns of more criminals moving into privacy coins for anonymity, of course, the vast majority of criminal activity still uses mainstream cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stablecoins, Chain Analysis said. The firm added that these assets remain attractive because they offer the same benefits to bad actors as they do legitimate users: cross-border functionality, instant settlement, and high liquidity. Chain Analysis noted that the privacy coins pose limitations for criminals due to reduced liquidity, for the fact that many major exchanges have delisted assets like Monero, 100%. Cryptocurrency is only useful if you buy and sell goods and services that cash out for fiat, and it's much more difficult to do with privacy coins, especially as many mainstream exchanges do not have offboarding and use privacy coins such as Monero. The firm even said that the blockchain transparency allows the enforcement to trace, recover illicit funds, regardless of the cryptocurrencies used. I still think you can trade Monero on Mexi. I'm pretty sure it's still listed on Mexi. Leak analysis, chain analysis, video suggests Monero transactions could be traceable despite the privacy-preserving nature of the blockchain. I would love to see that. Hasn't happened yet. The video reported showing Chain Analysis could track transactions back to 2021 via its own malicious Monero nodes. Very anonymous there. Monero accepted the SPAR stores in Switzerland. No. Is really? What? There's no way. Monero accepted at SPAR stores. Guys, we just covered that last week. SPAR, of course, coming out in Switzerland and offering Bitcoin. They said specifically Bitcoin and crypto transactions at the grocery stores, SPAR, in Europe and Switzerland. But yeah, Monero is accepted there? That's insane. The suspected laundering operation comes as Monero is gaining wider retail acceptance. 2 SPAR supermarket locations in Switzerland began accepting XMR for payments. This is nuts. I cannot believe I'm reading this in 2025. The announcement shared Monero's official X account credits partnerships with DFX Swiss Open Crypto Pay for enabling integration. One user posted on April 25th shared the experience of purchasing organic cocoa using XMR at a Spar store in Kruzlingen. I'm butchering that, guys. I don't know. Spar, Kruzlingen, Switzerland. Yeah, he's got it there too. Let's see. Spar, you're $3.25. I'm assuming SFR. I don't know. Is it Swiss franc? Yeah, Swiss franc. 3.25 Swiss franc. We have an address there. Frankencoin ID. God, this is crazy, guys. I just can't believe this stuff's happening right now, and not in my country yet. But I'm sure some of you guys are gonna be paying for some of this stuff, and it's unbelievable. I'm speechless. That Spar is partnered up with Monero now too. That's crazy. All right, guys. So that might be all I have for you today. What are they talking about here?
Get spooked, and they do tend to, buy high and sell low and take losses. And I just think that this is a lesson, right? Like, we keep getting reminded that you don't want to do that. Whether it's COVID, whether it's the financial crisis, whatever it is, markets are up over time. If you've been in the markets for the last 5 years, the last 10 years, you're still in a great spot, right? You just have to kind of ride the storm out with this. But again, it's being opportunistic, right? Like, you can allocate to different parts of the market that are performing, whether it's things like look at MicroStrategy, right? MicroStrategy, crypto, and gold.
Oh, that's awesome.
Are up this year, right? So there were places and pockets in the money or in the market to make some money. There's always a place to invest.
We just jump over there and she's talking about hodling your stocks, and oh, by the way, crypto's doing okay. Just go over there. Oh man, it's so funny. We're flipping this entire market upside down, guys. The entire world is going to respect us eventually. Even my crazy ass with my freaking red eyes. Laser eyes. All right, let's get back in the chat one more time, and then yeah, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get some chores done, some errands run, and yeah, maybe get an apartment today. We'll find out. Can't wait to get paid, be a paid member. Yeah, we're going, man. I can't wait to design some cool shit for you guys. I used to be a graphic designer. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell. But yeah, other than my McDonald's days, yeah, graphic design is definitely one of my favorite things to do. And again, the emojis and stuff we're gonna have. Oh, dude, it's gonna be crazy. I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait to play with you guys in that kind of way. Brave and Duck. Duck? I made a Google account just for you, Milk Money, after years of not having one, to be able to like and subscribe. What? You didn't have a Google account? That's insane. How do you live? I mean, Google controls like all of our data. Yo, Otaku, Boban, how's it going, OG? Boban. Milk Money says, Monday morning madness with Crypto Coffee and the Chaos Club. Yes. Every time you say that, man, it gets better and better. The Chaos Club. All right. Cody Bakula, and yes, bring on the flames. Hopefully we get some more Doom today. I want some more Doom today, guys. I want some more chaos. All right, Super Danny. Every time I see that, I just think of Super Danny. All right, so 94.7. Bitcoin just chopping back up a little bit. Recovering faster than I thought it would. We'll see if we get a top here, come back down. Again, like I said, this is going to kind of mimic my idea today. It's not going to be 100% on until we get into, the evening hours. I'll clean it up and I'll show you guys where we're going tomorrow morning. So if you guys want to catch more of me tonight, please stay tuned. We'll be back at 8 p.m. for the market open, or the market lives for the foreign market open. I can't wait, guys. I can't wait to see what happens today. Hopefully something breaks. I want to see the stock market crumble. It's not doing very well today so far. What is it? It's up 2 or 3%. I guess it's okay. It has already kind of broken out a little bit. It has to retest this 56. 5,600 level there, and then it's probably gonna double top here. Maybe not. It depends on what comes out. Something like this, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. Or China. More China Doom. I don't know how this stuff is still trading. It's just the earnings carrying it. This is it. 99.4, 99.3, 9 on the Dixie. Ah, I can't wait for this to just come back down here, retest this, and fall. That's what I want. Just fall. All right, guys. I had enough fun this morning. No, I didn't have enough fun. No, I could have a lot more fun this morning, but I gotta do some chores, some errands, and hopefully get an apartment today. I swear, if I don't get this apartment, I'm going to be living out of storage units, guys, if I don't get this apartment this week. I'm getting kind of feared for my, I don't know where the studio is going to be in my car. I don't know, guys. I don't know. All right, guys, so I'll catch you guys tonight. Have a great day. Don't do anything stupid, right?
What are you, stupid?
Time to hodl, guys. Prove you can hodl this out, right? And I'll see you guys tonight. All right. Is that? Oh, okay. The Bears are coming. The Bears are coming back. Oh no! I'll see you guys later. Jeez.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, gold Nike. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Tomorrow is more coming and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I'm more. Hollywood talking to door. In other words, I choose you.
Oh, guys, I forgot to tell you. I forgot to remind you, you got to take your orange pills every single day. Just a few of these capsules. I mean, you can take as many as you want. I'm not going to stop you. But at least one of these a day will keep the FOMO away. And, of course, keep you hodling strong. I will see you guys later tonight. Peace.